Hey guys, it is June 16th and we're gonna do a little garden walk, see how things are doing in my garden since I last checked in, and look at some of the rabbit and deer damage, see how we can kind of handle some of that. And I want to show you what has happened in the garden since we received about 5 inches of rain in June in Blaine. It's been raining like crazy. We got a lot of weeds, which I had to just go pick not too long ago. And everything grew like crazy because of all the rain. Our drain tiles did pretty good, controlling all the rain going down into the grass and the plant systems, as well as the wetlands behind us. So that was good. But yeah, we got a lot of growth, had a lot of weeds that I had to go pick, and things do look different. So I'm going to show you that. Let's do it. All right, starting with the pulmonaria. The pulmonaria has been caged by my chicken wire, silicone black chicken wire. This is my go-to rabbit and deer deterrent this year. I learned this from Grow For Me Gardening. They're fabulous. I love them because this is a customizable solution. You can make it as big or small as you want. I've been doing this kind of briefcase thing where I've been using these zip ties to kind of secure the top, and then I've also made it kind of oblong so that the wider plants have the ability to grow wide, and I can keep them protected throughout the season. And then I just use these yard staples that you can get in packs of 500 or smaller, bigger. They have them in lots of different sizes. I've used those here. Where is it? See, sometimes I can't even see it. There we go. There's one right there. I have 4 secured on this one, and then it kind of bounces around, but it stays secure and the animals don't get into it. And man, they were really going to town on this, but it's getting a lot better, so that is good. And then over here, my Astilbe are enormous, very big. The water has absolutely made these grow huge. I don't think they are blooming just yet. No signs of blooms yet on these, but they look gorgeous. These are Visions Astilbe. They'll get like a pink plume. Over here we've got the Karl Foerster feathery grasses, looking gorgeous. This is a Anise Hyssop. This is a native. I do have it covered with my cage here. It was chomped pretty good by rabbits, I assume, but it is coming back, so I am grateful for that. It's it's struggling a little here, but it's coming. She's coming, so hopefully she'll keep growing. And then same thing here. This was another pulmonaria that I believe this is Raspberry Splash, same with the other one I just showed you. This one was also chewed down pretty good, but this barrier definitely helped it recover and has kept everything out. And if I just do a pan out here, I mean, this is my view. I sit here all the time. This is like my little mindfulness view. Sit here and I watch my birds, and nobody's out here right now, a little bit, but usually there's ducks and bunnies, and sit right here. And you can see a little bit of the basket or whatever, or barrier, but not really. I've got 3 over there. You can see them, but not really. I don't think they're bad. I think it's a pretty good solution. I'm here for it. And then you're not using chemicals. Also, it works way better. Obviously, they can't get into it, so highly recommend. Over here we've got more Karl Foerster grasses. Can't go wrong. This was weed central. Oh my god, there were so many weeds. This is another Anise Hyssop. Again, I was losing hope, but we got the barrier going and I think she's gonna make it. Ooh, these got huge with all that rain. By the way, we got 15% more rain than we got in all of June last year in Blaine, and we still have 2 weeks to go, so got a lot of rain. These are Annabelle Hydrangeas, and they will get big, poofy white blooms on them. They do notoriously start to droop when that happens. I would typically cage them, but I'm moving, so we move on the 27th, so we'll see if we see them. They're starting to come. I might be able to get the blooms for you before we head out to the new property. But they are really pretty, you know. We'll see if they stand up or not. They usually don't. Okay, here's the Tuanton Yew. Also got real big with the rain. Let's see. Sorry about the air conditioner. It is quite humid. This one I was like sure was gonna not make it, but she's coming. That's another Anise Hyssop. This is another Vision Astilbe. This one is starting to get its plumes. So you can see a little bit of the pink that will start to come in there on the blooms. And this is another Vision Astilbe, also getting its bloom. Right there. You know, I said before, this is rabbit food. This is another, this is a guacamole hosta, and so is this. But these little suckers, I think I've had them for 3 or 4 years, and it's just, as they get munched all the way down to the ground repeatedly all season, and they just come back no matter what, because hostas are so dang tolerant. It's crazy. They just can't be destroyed. And so I thought I would just honor that and give them some cages and let them be. You know, just let them be. So there you go. That's them. Also, still no chemicals on this here grass. It does have some weeds now, especially with all that rain. I mean, you can see some here. That, you know, I mean, but if I cared, because sorry, I'm moving, I don't. I mean, I'm lucky I care about my garden, but it's really for y'all, to be honest. I'd come and pick these, and I think it would be manageable. I mean, it's not much. I'm just catching my shadow right now. It's really not much. I'm seeing if I can get the color differential here of no chemical treatment as of June. What did I say today was? Oh gosh, I don't even remember, guys. June 15th-ish or something. I don't know. There's the darkness of the neighbors you can see in the sunlight, and then ours that's a little lighter, and it's almost like it's detoxing, you know, because I think we did chemicals for, God, I mean, like the whole time we've been here, which has probably been, well, we've been in this house for 11 years. Kind of depresses me to say that, but you know, it's the truth. But I feel like it's detoxing, and it's like, I don't know, just like gradually losing its coloring from that, because that stuff sticks around. Anyway, right, here's the white swamp oak. It is looking big, man. Yeah, this is one that we also planted when we moved in. I think this is about, it's between 8 and 10 years old at this point. So yeah, she's looking good, man. In the fall, We got a mower going now, but in the fall, that's the other thing I'm not going to miss is mowers all the time if we, well, I think there's less of that up north. Anyway, this oak has been a stunner in the fall. She gets just this beautiful coppery orange, and then it retains its leaves all winter, and it doesn't drop them until the spring, which is beautiful in the winter. It's a swamp white oak. I highly recommend it. And it's a nice tree. It's a good one. It's not gonna like, they're sturdy. They don't just like fall over. They have a good root system. They're really pretty. And it's a native to Minnesota as well. And then more Karl Foerster grasses. And then, oh my goodness. If you watched my last video, I said that this flame grass, if I was staying, needed to be split into like 3 or 4. Yeah, this is why, because now it's massive and it's gonna flop because it got so much freaking rain, and now it's gonna flop. So yeah, but I'm not gonna deal with it. So, oh my God, you guys, remember in my last video, if you watched it, I said, well, I tried to plant milkweed and it got chomped all the way to the ground. Well, I came out here one day and I was like, oh my God, there's a little left. Okay, my barrier. Ooh, they've been trying to get into it. Guys, they've been trying to get into my barriers out here, I've noticed. I don't know who they are, what type of critter, but I would definitely, when I get up north, I want to get a trail cam so I can figure it out. But something wants this swamp milkweed badly, and keeps trying to get into my barriers. I thought I put one more stake out here. Maybe I didn't, or maybe they took it. I don't know. Because look over here. Let's see if I can get this. It's like something's trying to get into this to get the milkweed. They really want it. So I don't know what wants it so bad, but something wants it. And I'm like fighting it, whatever it is. Curious, very curious. And same with this one, but I'm like, look, there's like, it's so little, but I'm gonna try. I got a barrier now. And same with this one, but it's fighting. And it didn't get into this one. It's like, I don't know, like this one. I don't know. I'm trying. We'll see. Or maybe I won't see because I won't be here, but you know. The junipers, I think I need to trim them more. They're getting a little wild. I did trim one of the branches over here because that was just, I don't know, they're just getting wild. But they look great, but they're wild. This is another like, whoa, mega crazy, needs to be tamed. Oh my God, you guys, this is like the saddest hydrangea I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. I would just get rid of this whole thing if I were staying here. It's so sad. I did just decide to cut down some branches from this neighbor's tree because it was just, it's technically on the other, it's like that one right there. It's technically on the other side of my property line. I was just like, whatever. It was just coming over here and I'm like, I'm moving. I don't care. I just cut it down. And then like 5 seconds later, my neighbor mowed. I was like, oops. I don't know if he saw me, but I was like, whatever. Anyway, here's my Coleus. They're doing pretty good. They're so cute. Oh, I love them. Oh, these are more Karl Foerster. I have a hard time saying that. Oh my God, look at my Ligularia. They got so big. Dude, I can't believe how big they got. Yeah, those are huge. And then we got this guy that's just tiny. I don't know what it is about this one. He just doesn't want to grow like the other ones, but I moved him this year. He was where the Coleus were last year. He was like over there, but I just was like, I don't know, buddy. You just got to come in the front, I guess. And another absolutely pathetic Limelight Hydrangea that I would just be done with. I just, again, if I would have actually taken care of this thing properly, it wouldn't look so awful, but I didn't. Next time I would have researched how to prune, when to prune, and I actually would have pruned because I didn't. And it wouldn't look this terrible. This is like 6 years of no care. So yeah, that's my bad. Also, I don't think it's the right... Actually, this one's probably in a good space, but I don't think it gets enough water. That one is not in a good space and also doesn't get enough water. Not enough sunlight, not enough water. This one probably gets enough sun, but not enough water. So it's just... Ugh. Yeah, I mean, because my neighbor has some hydrangeas over there. Snoop. Anyway, I can't get zoomed in enough, but hers are way better. Hers look beautiful back in her garden, so I know it's possible. I just didn't do it right. The Sun Kings. I mean, are you kidding me? Number one, these are only supposed to get to 3x3. This is way bigger than that. This is like 4x4 at least, and maybe even 4.5. So don't trust the tag. A Sun King Aurelia, they can get bigger than that for sure. Number two, the amount of water we've received in this month is just crazy, and I think they just love the water, and they are just thriving and loving life, and I love them so much, and this is going to be a staple up north. Like, I just can't. And then they get these little things, and they will also get these cute little like poofy blooms in gosh, I can't remember when exactly. I don't know, like midsummer. They're so good. And then, yeah, I don't know, so I have these Lantana. This is, I think it's Cherry Sunday, I believe that is the variety. But anyway, I think they're getting just munched, the blooms, but you know, they look good. I mean, it's just, my God, they're dwarfs compared to these giants because they've gotten just huge. I don't know. I'd probably put something bigger in here if I was staying. Actually, I was going to do a whole thing, but... And then I've got this one that's just... It got kind of pecked by the birds over the winter because I was dumb and I, like, put food there, which was stupid, but... Yeah, so that one's just, like, smaller than the others, but whatever, man. They're just nuts. Look at how big they are. And then there's just, like, the gap where that... Whatever. And then over here, you know, these are gonna get, you know, the Coleus are gonna get bigger. They're gonna get, I believe, 2 feet tall when they're mature. But right now, I mean, it's nice to have them small because then you can see the ducks, the bunnies, the deer, the squirrels, the birds, the everything that eat right here that I sit and watch from there all the time. That's like my spot to just sit and watch it all. Also, there's all my packing things. So, you know, I don't mind that being low, even though, like, aesthetically, I'd probably like it to be a little bit more of a gradual incline, but whatever. Yep, so here's, this has gotten destroyed by deer. You know, the turtleheads, they just, yep, they get eaten. So probably won't do these up north. Probably won't. All right, back up to the side of the house now. This is a daylily, forget the variety, but it gets like a purple flower. Honestly, I hate daylilies, so whatever. This is a magic carpet Spirea. Look at those beautiful deep pink blooms that contrast with the lime green. It's just so pretty. I love it. And then this is a, gosh, Skyrocket Barberry, I believe. I think it's like orange Skyrocket Barberry, something like that. I'll have to check that out, but I'll put it in the comments. Another one that I'm just like stunner. That's another magic carpet Spirea now that it has its blooms. It is just beautiful. I really like that. This is its second year. All of these are their second year. Same Barbary, same magic carpet Spirea, same Barbary. This one gets a little more sun, and wow, it's taken off. So this is the look down that way. And I mean, these will get bigger. I don't remember the size, I'll have to check it, but I think they're cute. I like it. I would use them again, for sure. Definitely would. And they seem to be, I mean, they did get a little nibbled in the winter, really, in spring, but now that they're established and there's other things for critters to eat, they're not getting touched. These are Autumn Joy Sedum, beautiful. Really like these. We'll definitely do them again. Any type of sedum is something I'm here for. Tango Weigela, or Weigela, or however you say it. The sedum will get a nice pink fall bloom, puffy ones on the top. Pollinators love them. They look great as seasonal interest across the whole year, so I highly recommend those too. Also, these Barberries and the Spirea get really pretty fall color as well, and do pretty good in the fall and winter. They kind of peter out in the late winter into spring, but they're good for, like, even if you want to do little Christmas lights on them. They're cute once they get a little bit more established. Wow, these have gotten so much water, so everything has just taken off here. I don't know, guys. When I move, I think I have to just, I think I just have to say goodbye to this whole thing. I've been like, oh, maybe I can save it. I can't put it on the back of the semi that's moving us. It's just not gonna, it won't make it. I thought about putting things from here back in pots and transporting them up north and then putting them back in. But these are pansies, and pansies usually start to look leggy when it gets hot, and it's gonna get hot. I don't know, man. I think I just gotta be done with these and start over up north, but it does kind of pain me because they've been fun, but at the same time they are getting a little out of hand, man. These pansies are going nuts. This Gara, though, I've never used this Gara before. It's like a deep pink Gara. It is so pretty. And then I have these like blacky sweet potato vines, and they're just like completely hidden by the pansies, which is a buttered popcorn pansy. I mean, wow, that pansy is just lost its mind. Wow. Well, these have been fun though. I've enjoyed them. But I'm not gonna be mad at more planters up north. Of course not. Okay, I have planted, these have gone nuts too. These are brand new black-eyed Susans. Brand new. Look at how big they are already. My goodness. This one was totally munched by deer. I put a cage around it, which I just took off, and it has recovered. I mean, it's not like that. It doesn't have blooms. It may not get them. These are, though. They're coming. Yeah, so that's definitely taken off. And then, of course, my dark coral bells that I still don't know what variety they are, but man, I want to find them, because I do want to comment, not every coral bell is the same. There are many varieties of coral bells that I have done over the years that suck, that don't come back, that get eaten by deer, that just don't make it. And this one has superseded every other coral bell I've ever done. So I gotta figure out which one it is. And if anyone knows, please tell me. Because yeah, and also all you goth gardeners out there, this would be a good one. So I'd love to tell you what those are. This one has one, and then yeah, it's getting munched, so I guess this is another one that gets munched. I'm sad about that. Dear, I'm telling you. Also, my Dianthus, like, no, I was gonna say, I feel like the neighbors' Dianthus have taken off, but I'm looking at them and they have not yet. So I was like, why have mine not? But they haven't either. So we're not quite there yet, I guess, on the Dianthus. Hopefully soon. But these are Firewitch, and when they do take off, they will look like that all over, and it's pretty, especially with the Magic Carpet Spirea, which has now bloomed, and that is very pretty. But again, these are not, oh, look at the pollinators. Yeah, because the pollinators do love these when they are out. Hi. Sorry to disrupt you. He's like flying around me, or she. I just wanted to film you. Oh, there are more though. Anyway, they're here. If you can see them or not, they are here. Several pollinators around here. They do like these, but you know, I just have had trouble maybe with this variety or maybe with this location. I don't know, with the Magic Carpet Spirea. I just have had trouble, so I'm not sure that I would recommend them. And I just feel like, I don't know, I could use something more impactful here. I just could. So yeah, I don't know. This is a hydrangea tree, a Panicle hydrangea tree. I don't know exactly what variety, but it does get like a light pink panicle shaped bloom, which is the kind that kind of gets pointy at the top. And it's pretty cool. It does weigh down when we get them, but I do like it. I think it's a nice tree and it adds a nice anchor to the right side. Got more buttered popcorn pansies. I think these actually have bugs. They had, I think, aphids on them when I looked the other day. I'm trying to see now if they do or if they went away. Because I found out that aphids can come to plants that are not very healthy, and I had not been watering this one great because all the other plants are getting so much dang water, but this is one that's kind of covered up. I'm not finding any. Well, I guess they maybe went away after I actually watered the plants. I don't know, but there were definitely aphids on them the other day. I was reading about aphids, and it didn't sound like aphids were detrimental per se to a plant, and that you could spray a plant heavily with water if you wanted to get them off. But it also was like, if you take good care of your plants, like, you're probably good. So I tried to like get some water in, and it's dry. I need to water that again. Anyway, I don't know, it's looking like I haven't given it a lot of love, because I haven't. Okay, down here I have Salvia Cardonna, I don't know, starting to bloom. Usually pollinators like these too. Not seeing anything at the moment, but they do. And this is one that I found out when it is done with its flush of flowers. Oh, there's a little, wait, no, that's a fuzzy. I'm like, look at the pollinator. No, it's a fuzzy. When it's done with this flush, you can cut it down and cut it all the way to the ground, and it will flush again for you. So I won't do that because I won't be here. Here's some hostas over here. My Tango Weigela. I could probably trim that, but I'm not gonna. But this one's looking much better than the other one over there. It's not as small. And then we've got, I mean, these hostas are cool. I don't know what variety they are. So much damage from deer there and rabbit. That one's a beast. That one's destroyed, but looking slightly better. Beast, but eaten. Okay. I think that's all. All right, y'all, thanks for watching my June 16th garden walk. I may be able to squeeze one more in before I leave this property, and then I will be up north at my new property showing you probably blank space. And what I'm gonna try to do to start to completely start remediating land and figuring out what the heck I'm gonna start with and where and when and how. But I think it's gonna be the lakeshore first, because we have to be able to access it. And that's yeah, it's gonna be the slope. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna start with, the slope. So that's what you have to look forward to. A lot of dirt remediation. And we'll go from there. Okay, bye.